Hey, welcome to the dance-inspired workout. We are going to be using dance-based exercises or dance-inspired exercises to help you to work your muscles. So those of you that have got a ballet background, you will recognize some of the movements, even if you've got a contemporary dance background, even if you've got no dance background. The whole idea is to work with long, lean muscles. So we're not working with weights or TheraBands or any equipment. The only thing you'll need is a chair so that you can use it as a bar for balance, and a mat for when we go down to the floor. I hope you enjoy the workout. Grab your water bottle, grab your towel for your sweat, and put a pair of socks on. You're going to need those, and let's get started with a warm-up. All right, you're going to start with those legs wide. Engage the core. We're going to just go down and breathe it in. And drop. Breathe it in. Really try and take as much oxygen as you can into your lungs. 2 more. And up. And 1 more. And up. Take the arms to the side and plie. Plie. Now you want to work those knees out to the baby toe. You want to draw that belly button up into your spine. And I want you to think of that pelvic floor, drawing it up. If you're not sure where your pelvic floor is, you're trying to hold in your urine. And we're going to take the arms out. And out. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down for 3, 2, 1, and up, and 3, 2, 1. Keep pushing those knees out towards the baby toe. You have 1 more, 3, 2. We're going to add a little rotation with that leg. So 3, drop it in. And 3, drop it in. We're going to alternate those sides. 3, rotate. And again, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that 4 more times. 3 more to go. Shoulders down. You have last 2. Keep breathing. You have 1 more. We're going to keep that same movement. We're going to add a shoulder. A little bit jazzy there. Shoulder. Just warming up in those hips, those knees, those ankles, and now the shoulder joints. Again, we're going to do 4 more. 4. We have 3 more. Last 2. We have 1 more. And now just give me a big circle with the arms. Circle and up. Circle and up. Let's start to get those movements a bit faster. Get the blood flowing. You have 2 more. Watch me. We're going to go one side to side. 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 You notice my back leg is following my hips so that I don't twist in that knee joint. 2 more. Can we do 2 on one side? Circle, circle. Circle. Just trying to get the blood moving a little bit more. The faster the movements become and the bigger they are, the more the heart rate will come up. Let's go for 4 more. 3. And 2. And 1. Fast circles to the middle. 4 more. Let's reverse that. Reverse. 6, 7, and 8. And put your arms on a wall. Bend those knees. Now I want you to really make sure that you're pushing those knees out. You're zipping it up. We're going to touch one wall and touch the other wall. Little lunge side to side. A lot of turnout work, but there is a lot of turnout work in dance. Some of our movements will be parallel, but for now we're working in turnout. Just make sure you turn out from that hip. Take the body a little bit further. You're going to do 4 more. And now we sweep the arm over. Imagine you are painting the ceiling. Can we go for 4 more? You have 2 and 1. Same thing across. Sweep. Imagine you're trailing your arms across the water. 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's just do a little side step. Right, just to loosen up those hips. Knee circle. Just trying to loosen up in those hips. You've got 4. You've got 3. You've got 2. Last one. Right, shake it out. I'm going to turn on a slight diagonal for the next one. So we're going to breathe it in. We're going to take it up and over. You're going to bend your knees and uncurl through the spine. We want to warm up that spine. Breathe it in. Up and over. Soften those knees. Uncurl. Let's go a little bit faster. Up, over, and up. 2, 3, 4, up. And up. Let's do 2 more there. 1 more. Now you're going to just roll down through the head, down. And up. And down. And up. Let's go 4 more. And up. 3 more. 2 more to go. Last one. Okay, so you should be a little bit warmer. If you want to take a more extended warm-up, go ahead and do that. But we're going to go into our first exercise, so I want you to grab your chair. Right, so we're going to do a plie exercise. You don't necessarily need the chair for this exercise, but we're going to have it here just in case. You can do it without. So we're going to start with a plie in first position. Now make sure that you are rotating from your hip and not your knee joint. And remember with your plie, your sit bones don't go behind you. They go straight to the floor. But work in a turnout that's comfortable. Don't try and overturn out. So we're going to start with a plie in first, stretch, then we drop into a plie in second, and we drag that foot in like you are scraping chewing gum off the sole of your foot. Hold that tummy in, plie, drop, and drag, plie. Think of those inner thighs, squeezing those thighs together. And we are going to add an arm to this. We're working one side only. Push and squeeze. Arm and push. Squeeze grapes under your armpit. Push. Squeeze so that you get those lats working. Squeeze. Let's go 4 more. And 3 more. You've got 2 and 1. Now can we hold it out? Hold, hold. Sip at that tummy. Take the other arm out, or you can hold onto your chair. And we go heels and drop, heels and drop. Palms turn and drop, turn and drop. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1, and drag it in. Let's take it to the other side. Same thing there, so just start with your slow one. Find your balance. Find where your happy space is, and dragging it in. Plie, and stretch, drop, drag it in, plie, and stretch. Get that zip. Drag it in, plie, and drop. Drag it in, plie, and squeeze. Plie, and squeeze. Plie, and squeeze. You have 4. Sometimes I forget what I do with the arms, then I just make it up. As long as we're keeping it moving, squeeze those armpits. And we're going to do 1 more. Right, let's hold it down here, arms wide. And we go lift, lift. Now for now, push through those arms. And we go hip, hip. Zip up in that core. Now we're going to add a little extra here. We're going to go right, left, right, left, right. Keep zipping it up. If it starts to feel a bit uncomfortable, just push through it a little bit. As long as there isn't pain in the knees, quads are starting to shake, that's all right. Both. Let's do last 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drag it in. Woo, shake those legs out. We're going to go into our next standing exercise. Take it to the other side. Okay, so you're going to work again in your turnout position. Engage your core. We're going to take the leg forward and take it back and forward. So for now, I just want you to get that feeling. Let's go back a little bit. Cleaning the floor. Cleaning the floor. Let's take it a little bit higher. Forward, through, and back. Through. So you're trying to go through that first position every single time, maintaining that turnout. Try not to wiggle waggle too much in the torso. Let those glutes do the work. We're going to add a demi-plie. So we're going to go forward and back and forward, back. Keep engaging that core. And back, forward, and back. Take the arm up, open, arabesque, and up, open, arabesque. Last one, arabesque. Now we're just going to go arabesque and in, arabesque and in. Use that core, arabesque. So it's not a very fast kick, not about momentum. 4, 3, use that core. 2, 1. Same thing with the knees bent. 1. Now I'm getting a little bit more of a kick, a bit more power. 3, 4. We've got 5, almost there. 6, use that core. 7, 8. You'll probably feel that other side working, that's your supporting leg. Right, let's go on the other side. Find your position, hands slightly in front of you, front and back. We go 1, through the middle and back, through the middle and point. Really try and keep that turnout. Think of wrapping those bum cheeks around. Pull that belly button in like you've got a tight pair of jeans on. Take it a little bit higher, and 1, 2, and forward, not too high. It's not so much about height, just enough that you're working against gravity. That knee stays nice and straight. Let's go with a bend, demi-plie, and arm, open, arabesque, arm, open, arabesque, and again, arm, open, arabesque. Let's go 4 more. Open, arabesque. You have 3 more. 2. 1 more. And we're going to go back. Back. Use that core. Nice and controlled. Are you ready to add that fondue? So we're bending that plie in that supporting leg. And 2. Tummy in. If you want to hold the arm to the side, you can. 4 to go. 3. You're almost there. 2. And 1. And shake it out. Then we can go into the next exercise. Okay, so again, we're going to work with a plie. You're going to take it out to second. We're going to go over. When you come back to the middle, you're going to stretch your legs, really wrap those legs. Plie again. Take it to the other side. Center, and now we're going to drag it in. And one. Over. Center, stretch those legs. And bend. Over. Center, drag it in. Again, one. Feel like you're squeezing a beach ball between those legs. And scrape that foot on the floor. This is number 3. Keep breathing. You have last one. And stretch. Drag it in and change it to the other side. We're going to go straight into it. 5, 6, 7, plie, 1. And stretch. Drag it in. And plie. And stretch. And drag it in. 2 more. 1. And drag it. Last one to go. 1. And squeeze. And drag it in. And shake those legs out. Right, we have one more standing exercise. All right, we're going to work those calves. So we're going to start with the feet parallel. Make sure that you're tilting that pelvis slightly so that you're not in an arched back. Engaging the core. We're just going to start with an easy rise and lower. Rise. If you don't need the balance with the chair, take your arms into first position, shoulders down, a little bit of holding strength in the arms. 2, 1, hold it up. Stay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay there. Bend your knees, drop your heels, and stretch your legs. We go rise and bend, heels. Right, really focusing on balance here. So you've got the chair if you need that for balance, but try not to hang on the chair. Just put the fingertips there. Keep engaging that core. Can we reverse it? And bend, heels off, and stretch, and lower. Bend, heels off, and stretch. Try and go right up onto your demi point, onto the balls of your feet. Bend and stretch, rise and lower. Take it up and you're going to hold it there for a second. Engage that core, either first position or hold onto your chair. 6, 7. We're going to bounce and bounce, bounce, bounce. This normally wakes up those calf muscles. Get that gastrocnemius working. See if you can do it without holding on. 8, 7, hold that balance. 5, 4, 3, you might even feel it going up into your glutes. 1 more set, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. You don't need to move your chair, but I'm just moving it this way so that you can see. We're going to do the same thing in first. Now remember, don't overturn out. Find that core, find that connection, either holding on, starting with your easy rise, lift, and lower. So the key is to keep that turn out when you rise. So you don't want those heels to go out. You need to think of holding a paper note, yeah, whether it's dollars, whatever, rands, whatever your money is, between your inner thighs. Let's go 4 more. Zip up that tummy. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and hold. Lift taller, find the balance. 4, 3, 2, stay there. We bend the knees, bend, heels down, and stretch, and rise, and bend, heels down, and stretch, and rise, and bend, heels down, stretch, and rise. You want to push your weight onto your big toe as well as your pinky toe so that your ankles don't wonk out to the sides. I had lost count, so we're going to do one more here. Now I'll reverse it. Bend, heels off, and stretch, heels down. Bend. You're going to really be working in that turnout the whole time to make sure that those heels don't pop out. Bend and lift. And I don't have the best turnout, so it's really hard for me to work my turnout. Doesn't matter how many years I've danced, turnout never got any better. We've got one more. Let's take it up again and hold. Zip up that tummy. Are you ready for the bounces, either in first or hands on? Let's bounce 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze those bum cheeks together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Shake it out. Shake it out. Release it. Okay, so I said that was our last exercise, but I lied. We have one more. Okay, we're going to work those hip flexors. So you're going to stand on the leg closest to your chair. The other leg is in front of you. You're going to lift it up and down and lift and down. Now lift up as tall as you can, up to the top of the head, engage that core. 2 and 1. Now we're going to go lift. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way down. 1, 2, 3. Completely release the hip. 1, 2, 3. Release the hip. 1, 2, 3. Almost there. 2 to go. 1, 2, 3. Release the hip. 2, 3. Now we're going to hold it up and we're going to go 1. Extend and bend. Put it down. 2. Okay, développé that leg. Développé means to develop. So even though we're not going right into our retiré, so we're not from here, you can if you want to. We're working with a shorter range. 4 to go. You're also welcome to flex your foot if you like. 2. Try not to sink into the supporting hip. Lift up tall. Last one to go. And release. Shake it out for a moment. Again, we're going to be working with parallel. So you're going to take that leg, you're going to bend it. You're going to supporting knee is going to be bent, and we're going to open the leg to the side. Now, I don't want you to open it up. You need to keep those legs parallel. It's kind of like a fire hydrant that you do on all fours. Body stays up. So we go. Lift. So it can't go very high because you're keeping it in parallel. We're trying to work into that glute med a little bit. Last 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, give it a bit of a shake. Lots of supporting leg work. Last one. Unlike before when we were turned out, we're working parallel. You lean slightly forward. I want you to flex the foot this time. Pull the tummy in. And we lift that leg up and down. So now here, resist the urge to turn out and lift high. Work small. Just working into that glute. Pull that tummy in to support the back. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, trying not to turn it out. Little pulse, 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 pulse. Last 2, last 1. Shake it out. We're going to have to give that supporting leg a rest while we work the other leg. Okay, here we go, other side, starting with that leg in front, and we go lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. Remember to lift up out of the supporting leg. You've got 3 and 1. Now 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Put it all the way down. 1, 2, 3. Place it down. Again, if you want to put that arm out to the side into your second position, you're welcome to. Last one. Now let's add that little extension. 1, 2, 3, place it down. By now you should feel those hip flexors a little bit. Keep lifting up tall. Resist the urge to slump into that hip. Last 4. Last 3. 2 more to go. Keep zipping up in that tummy. 1 more. All right, we go on to our side movement. So supporting knee is bent. This leg is bent. Remember to keep those knees to the front. And lift. And 2. Not too high. You don't want to turn that leg out. 3. 4. You're only going to go for 8 here. 6. If you'd like to do more, you can come back and do this one again. 8. Give it a breather. Shake out that supporting leg. Leg behind. Remember, we want to keep the leg parallel and not lift too high. Back leg goes 1. Flex that foot. 2. And 3. And 4. Tummy in. 5. Don't turn it out. 6. And 7. And 8. You're going to hold it up. And pulse. 2. 3. Pull the tummy deeper. And 5. 6. 7. 8. Release. Shake it out. This is your chance to now grab your mat so we can go down to the floor. As you are going to be in a 4th position, so 1 leg in front, 1 leg behind. You're going to lean slightly forward and you're going to pull that tummy in. You can lean a little bit on the hands, but be careful of slumping into that body. We want a nice long spine. I want you to lift the knee and lower, and lift and lower. We're just getting that external rotation in the hip, and lift and lower, and 2 and 1. Now lift the knee. Lift the foot, lower the knee, and foot, and knee, and 4. And you have 3. 2 more to go. 1 more to go. Now lift the whole leg. We're going to swing it around and swing it back. And swing it around. As you swing it back, I want you to push the leg back so you can wake up those glutes. Swing it around and swing it back. We have last 4 and forward and 3 and 2. 2 more to go. Last 1. Now, can you hold it here? Hug the knee into the chest and just stretch out those hamstrings for a moment. We're going to bring a couple of stretches into our mat work, not just leaving it for the end. Bend and flex, pull it into the chest, stretch and point. Bend and flex, sit up nice and tall, stretch and point. If you feel like you want to put one hand on the floor, you can. You can also do this movement lying on your back. We're going to do 2 more here. Each time you stretch, you try and take it a little bit higher. And point. And release it down. Let's take it to the other side. Remember, you're leaning forward slightly, and we go knee and lower. 2. 3. Try not to rock the hips too much, just that rotation happening. And 6. And 7. And 8. Are you ready to lift the foot? Knee, foot, foot, and knee. Knee, foot, foot, and knee. 3. Toes down, knee down. And 4. And 5. I'm breaking a sweat. I don't know about you. Last 2. Whew. 1 more. Okay, nice work. Let's lift it up. Swing it around. Take it back. Swing it around. Both bums on the floor. Take it back. Swing it around. So we go into attitude. Push that leg back. And in front. Attitude. And front. And attitude. And front. Last 2 to go. Attitude and front. You have 1 more. Attitude Hold it front, and let's extend that leg, get a bit of a stretch. Try and sit up as tall as you can. Breathe into that stretch. Bend and flex. Stretch and point. Bend and flex. Pull it close to your chest. Stretch and point. Bend and flex. Stretch and point. Bend and flex. Stretch and point. Remember, you could put one hand down if you need to, or do this lying on your back. I think we have 2 more to go. Last one. And point. And release it down. Give it a bit of a shake. And let's take it down onto the floor. You're going to lie on your back. You're going to make sure that your tummy is in so that your back is flat on the floor. Extending one leg. You're going to put those hands on the floor, and we're going to start with a knee in. Stretch it up. Lower it down slowly. Knee in. Stretch it up. Lower it down slowly. So it's a développé. In and up and lower and lower. So now the plan is that you keep that body nice and still. The tummy's got to work as you lower it. Lift and lower and lower. If you need extra work for that core, take the head up. And in, lift or even support your head with your hands, as long as you're not pulling on that neck. I have lost count, so let's make this our last one. Now we're going to do a bit of dynamic flexibility. So a little kick and down, and kick and down, kick. Only kick as high as you can without feeling like it's painful. Work in a range that is comfortable. We're just trying to let that muscle stretch and release so it can get some nice range. 3, 2, 1. And change to the other side. And we go knee in and up and lower. Use your core. And 2. And up and lower and lower. And 3. And up and lower and lower. 4 more and 1. And lower. Really focusing on keeping that back nice and still on the ground. And 2 more to go. Use that core. 1 more to go. Let's do an extra one for luck because I think I lost count. Ready for your kicks. And kick. And lower. And 2. And lower. Use that core. Control the leg going down. You have 4 more. You have 3 more. You have 2 more. Last one. And release. Shake it out for a moment. Right, we're going to take it onto the side. We want to just work those inner thighs a little bit. So we're going to have this leg bent. You're going to extend this leg, and I want you to turn it out as much as you can. Now here, you can just be lazy, but I really want you to lift that rib cage. So we're going to try not to sink into that elbow, looking forward towards that leg, and we're going to go lift and lower, and 2. If your neck starts to get tired, look slightly down. 4. We have 5 and 6 and 7. We're not done yet. 8. You're going to hold it up, hold, and point, and flex, lower it down, and 2, and point, and flex, lower it down, and 3, and point, and flex, lower it down, and 4. Lower it down. You have last 4. Lowering it down, and 3, and 2. Even here, you're engaging that core. Last 1 to go. Now you're going to hold it up, and we're going to do a little pulse. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lowering it down. Let's swap it to the other side. Remember to turn that leg out as much as you can. Lift up in that rib cage. And we go lift 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Are you ready? And a lift, and point, and flex, lowering it down, and 2, and point, and flex. Where's that core? Try not to sink into that shoulder. Point, and flex. Last 4, lift. 3 more. Remember to turn your head if the neck starts to get tired. 2 more. You have 1 more. Are you ready to hold it up? And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Right, we're going to flop over onto the hands and knees now. We're almost there. Last little bit for today. I want you to make sure that that back is nice and long. You are reaching out through your head, shoulders are away from the ears, and you're not collapsing that back. So you've got to use that tummy. Imagine there's a spike coming out of the floor. You want to pull the belly button off the spike. We're going to take one leg behind us, and we're going to lift it up. Now we are going to round the spine, but you've got to make sure when you come to here that you're not trying to get it up as high as you can, that you are still using that core. So you're going to suck the knee in and kiss the knee and take it out. Use the glute to lift it up and bringing it in and taking it up. You don't want the lower back to do the work. Yes, it will do some work, but we don't want it to do the majority of the work. We don't want it to do the lion's share. We want that tummy to work and we want the glute to work. And in, 2, and out, and in, and out. Let's do 2 more. Really try and make that leg as long as you can. Try and touch the opposite wall. Hold it there. Give me a little circle in one direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take it back for a moment. Stretch it out into recovery or baby stretch. Nice deep breath there. And we're going straight into the other side. Leg behind you. Ready, find that core and lift. Draw it in. 2. Draw it in. 3. Remember to try not to open that hip out. You want to keep the leg parallel. 5. 6. 7. 8. Holding it up, little circle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reverse. 1, 2, focus inwards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and bring it in. Last time, pull it back. Okay, have a quick sip of water and we're going to go into our stretch. So we have predominantly worked the legs, so we're really going to just focus on stretching the legs. One leg on the inside, one leg in front of you, breathe it in, and taking it up and over. Just take a nice deep breath there. If you struggle in this position, you can also stand on the back leg and put this leg up on a chair, just so that you get that hamstring stretch. And nice deep breath in. Okay, we're going to take this leg around to the back. We're going to grab the foot. We're going to go into a quad stretch. Now I don't want this knee in front. You want to push the knee right back so that you open up in that hip flexor. Remember to pull that tummy in to support the spine. And now we're going to swap to the other leg. But before we do that side, I want you to stretch out the glute on this side, the hip on this side. So back into our 4th position, you're going to lie down over your leg so that you stretch into the hip of that front leg. Now, if you don't feel the stretch too much, you can take your body over your foot. The more you go over the foot, the deeper you will feel that stretch. If you tighten your hips like me, your body is going to be more over your shin or your knee. Now just breathe into it. And gently release. We're going to now extend the other leg, this leg on the inside, flexing those toes up, breathe it in and over and hold. Just breathe into the stretch. Try to let go of the tension in the shoulders. Let gravity pull down on your head. And we take that leg around to the back to stretch out the quadriceps. Remember to push the knee back and the hip forward and to engage that core. Hold it for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg in front, take the other leg behind, and now take your body over your leg into that stretch for the hip, and breathe. Remember to adjust accordingly so that you can find the best stretch for your hip. Try and let go of tension. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Put the soles of the feet together. Sit up as tall as you can. And now you can either use one hand, so this is one option, and just push away a little bit on that knee, just to release into that hip. Remember, we don't bounce in the stretch, we hold the stretch. There are times when you can move in stretches, that's called dynamic stretching, but we're not doing that now, we're doing a nice passive stretch. So we don't tear any muscles, pull any ligaments or tendons. The other option here is to use your elbows to push both knees open. So choose which one works for you. And release. And now we're going to take it into a second position. If you're not very flexible and you struggle to sit like this, you can work with one leg open and one bent. So find the position that works for you. And I want you to slowly take it forward until you feel a little bit of a pull in those inner thighs. So you take it to where you feel the tension, and then you just hold it and you breathe into it. Try not to let those legs fold in, because then you're not going to be stretching into those inner thighs. So you want the knees to stay up to the ceiling. Sometimes I use my hands to keep my legs rotated externally. Again, breathe into the stretch. And gently uncurl. Bring those legs back together. Take a nice deep breath in. Thank yourself for doing the workout. And I thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.